How can Excel calculate millions of numbers in seconds? Imagine trying to count every grain of sand on a beach. Now think about how Excel can do that with millions of numbers in just seconds. It sounds like magic, but it's actually all about how Excel is built. First, Excel has a special calculation engine that is super efficient. It processes arithmetic and logical operations very quickly. Instead of recalculating everything every time you change one cell, it only updates the parts that need it. This saves a lot of time when working with large data sets. Next, Excel creates a dependency tree. This is like a map that shows which cells depend on others. When you change a value, Excel only recalculates the cells that depend on that value. This way, it skips unnecessary calculations and speeds up the whole process. Modern versions of Excel also use multi-threaded calculation. This means it can do many calculations at once by using multiple CPU cores. So instead of doing one thing at a time, it works on several calculations simultaneously. This parallel processing makes handling millions of numbers much faster. The formulas and functions you use also matter. Some are faster than others. For example, functions like index and XLOOKUP are quicker on large datasets than VLOOKUP. Avoiding volatile functions like offset or indirect helps because they recalculate every time anything changes. Breaking complex formulas into smaller parts with helper columns can also reduce calculation time. Another tip is to minimize redundant calculations. If you need a value multiple times, calculate it once and store it in a helper cell. Then reference that cell instead of recalculating the same thing repeatedly. Organizing your data well is also key. Sorting data and using structured tables can speed up lookups because searching sorted data is faster. Using pivot tables to summarize large datasets reduces the need for complex formulas and speeds up processing. Keeping your workbook simple helps too. Remove unnecessary formatting, limit the use of volatile functions, and avoid excessive array formulas. Upgrading to a 64-bit version of Excel and making sure your computer has enough RAM and a fast CPU also makes a difference. When working with millions of numbers, applying these ideas means breaking down formulas into simpler parts, replacing formulas with static values when possible, and using efficient lookup functions. Using pivot tables for summaries instead of complex formulas can save time. Avoid volatile functions unless they are necessary. Keep your data organized in tables and sorted for faster searches. By understanding how Excel's calculation process works and optimizing your formulas, you can handle huge amounts of data quickly. This makes Excel a powerful tool for managing and analyzing large datasets in just seconds.